Greetings, everyone. It is Arkey Hodges here, President of the Black Achievement Fund. First, I want to say Happy New Year to everyone out there. I'm glad you made it into 2024 with us. This is going to be an extraordinary year for us here at the Black Achievement Fund. Why?
YouTube now. YouTube. Red circle. Watch live now. The Black Achievement Fund. BAF info session. Action speaks louder than words.
Thank you. Why is it going to be such an extraordinary year for the Black Achievement Fund? We own land. We own land now. And not only do we own land, but we are already in the process of developing that land into a world-class retreat in the country for Black Achievement Fund members, the Black community at large. But we're going to talk about that a little more later. I'm going to start the year off by announcing, because we own our land now and that we are in the process of developing the land, I won't be doing these info sessions every single Sunday. All right. So if you want to learn more about the Black Achievement Fund, if you want to share live presentation from me to someone that you're introducing to the Black Achievement Fund, we literally have dozens and dozens and dozens, yes, and dozens of info sessions featuring myself talking all about the Black Achievement Fund, virtually every single aspect of the Black Achievement Fund right here on our YouTube page. So if you have not already subscribed to our YouTube page, please do so right now, all right? Just go above, hit the subscribe, hit the bell, and then put on all notifications so that when we do go live, then you'll be able to check out our YouTube live. Now, this year, you're going to want to especially check out our YouTube live because we're going to be videoing the development process for our community from the very first shovel in the ground all the way until completion. So this is going to be a great opportunity for all of you who have been interested in raw land development, interested in building a house from scratch. Well, you'll have an opportunity to see and witness those things happen right here with the Black Achievement Fund. So every month, for all of you out there who are Black Achievement Fund members, every month we have a monthly members meeting. And that monthly members meeting is the first Sunday at 4 p.m. of each month. So we're having one today. Today is going to be a really, really special monthly members meeting because we're going to be sharing for the first time real estate investment opportunities on within the Black Achievement Fund Little Kemet community. All right, so for those of you who love the idea of investing collectively, which we've done, and now we own land collectively as the Black Achievement Fund, we're also going to give our members an opportunity to also invest with us on the private side and to actually live in our Little Kemet community or purchase a property producing, an income producing property on within our community. All right, so that will be later on at our 4 p.m. Monthly members meeting. And again, you must be a member to attend the monthly members meeting, and it will not be on our YouTube. All right, so if you're interested in that, please, please, please make sure that you attend our monthly members meeting today at 4 p.m. Okay, so let me jump right into it. For those of you who are just tuning in for the first time and want to know, what is this Black Achievement Fund? What is this organization that you've heard about, which has led you to watch this YouTube video or come live on our channel today? All right, I'm going to keep it very simple today. The Black Achievement Fund, we are a nonprofit Black economic and community development corporation with the very simple mission of Black economic independence for self-determination. How do we plan to achieve such a lofty mission? One that has eluded the Black community for decades and decades and decades. Not that it has not been done, because it clearly has. And Marcus Garvey and the UNIA has shown us the blueprint for how to achieve that.
Huh?
And we've actually modeled our organization after the UNIA. So what is the solution we talk about? Our solution to achieve Black economic independence on a grand scale is very simple. 10 million black people and our allies plus $9 a month equals $90 million every single month and over $1 billion a year to finance the grand development of Black America. Now, I know that seems like a impossible task to get 10 million black people, or 1/5 of the Black American population, on the same wavelength. But if you guys tuned into our Kwanzaa, one of the things that we showed is that Black people have a history of uniting to make sure that we all advance as a collective. If we did not have a history of us banding together, do you really think that we will be at this place, these advantages that we have today, if we were operating by ourselves, if we were operating independently, if we didn't have the capacity to unite when it mattered, to unite when it counted? So we don't think that our mission is impossible at all. Where are we right now? We started collecting monthly contributions in June of 2020. We're now at January 2024. The Black Achievement Fund has over 3,000 members and supporters. We have members from all political spectrums, different races, different religions, different sexual orientations. The Black Achievement Fund is open to anyone who believes in our mission and our guiding principles, regardless of race, religion, political preference, or sexual orientation. Some of our achievements, there are many. Among the one that I want to highlight today for today's info session purposes is the fact that the Black Achievement Fund has already purchased 6 acres of land collectively in Georgia to build our very first residential and retreat community, in which we call our Little Kemet community. All right. We have our own Kemet Club, which I'm sitting in right now. Our Kemet Club, we've had this a little over a year, and it is our members only cafe, lounge, multi-purpose space. We have live events here, from live bands to paint and sips to movie nights to Kwanzaa events to business product launch parties. We do interviews, so many things we do here out of our Kemet Club. And everything is funded 100% out of the $9 a month, okay? Even though we have over 3,000 members and supporters, we currently get $9 a month from anywhere between 750 and 850 people a month, okay? So that's where we are right now. But I want to point out something that just has me ecstatic. When we first conceptualized this idea in 1996 on the campus of the University of Virginia, we thought that it would just catch like wildfire. I mean, here's a bona fide solution that we couldn't find any cons with. You know, how can someone say, no, I don't think it's a good idea for 10 million Black people to pool their wealth together to finance their own development? I don't think that's a good idea. There's no one in the world that will say that. So if there's no one in the world that will say that, why aren't we at our number? Huge question mark. But let's get beyond this 10 million goal. And the reason why I want to get beyond the 10 million goal is because I suspect that a lot of people have not joined the Black Achievement Fund at this stage because they're waiting to see us go viral. They're waiting to see us get 10,000 members. They're waiting to see us get 100,000 members. They want to see if we can get to 500,000 members. But I want to let you in on some news. That land that I talk about that we purchased, I want to share what it took to buy that land. Because once again, even though we have a program that announces we need 10 million people to achieve these goals, we're achieving small goals right now with small numbers. I want you to check this out. We started raising capital to purchase our own land in October of 2021. Our goal was to raise roughly $60,000 to purchase a 6-acre tract of land in Toomsboro, Georgia, that was going to be a part of a larger Black community of individuals who were curating this new planned community in Middle Georgia. It took us 24 months, but we achieved our goal. And when I did the numbers, something very remarkable happened. I saw that it only took us 159 individual donors over 24 months for us to raise the necessary $60,000 to purchase this land. 159 members. And here every week, I say we need 10 million people to do this, to do that, 10 million people to do this, to do that, all on our social media, all of our flyers, all on our website. We have it plastered, 10 million Black people, 10 million Black people. We're here right in front of you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm showing you what we've accomplished with 159 Black people. Over the course of 24 months, 159 donors, Black Achievement Fund members, gave a total of 792 donations. We had members donate from 23 different states and 1 member internationally. The average donation was only $400 over that 24-month period, and the largest donation was $2,284.26. And right now, the Black Achievement Fund collectively owns land. Collectively. Now, I say this to you, and I want you to listen very carefully because this is very important. This is very important. If we are going to do anything, it has to be intentional. It has to be intentional. If you want to own land, you have to say that you want to own land, and you have to put a plan in place to get there. If we in October of 2021 had not decided that we wanted to buy land and that we were going to raise capital from our members to buy this land, would we have had the money to buy the land right now? If we were not consciously working to reach benchmarks like land ownership right now, not waiting for 10 million people, but 159 people. Here's a plot of land that we own. This is lot 3, Toomsboro, Georgia. In addition to that, I own lot 2 and lot 4. So we don't have to worry about anybody building anything beside the Black Achievement Fund's land. In addition to that, our board member owns land here that has a house on it, and another one of our members owns another lot. So altogether, right now, we own 25 acres of land, 25 acres to build our own Little Kemet residential community, okay? So even though the Black Achievement Fund only has 6, I want to share with you today how collective economic works and how we put the Black Achievement Fund on solid foundation to begin the process of not only developing our very own real estate investment portfolio, but also rental properties on our land that will generate more revenue for the Black Achievement Fund. But before I even go into that, because today is going to be a lot about numbers, all right? I want you guys to see numbers. I want to thank those 159 donors who made this dream possible. And I say 159, but really it was a collective effort beyond the 159 donors. All of you Black Achievement Fund members who give your $9 and $18 and $27 and $36 a month, You guys have helped to sustain this movement, this organization. You guys helped to establish our very own headquarters here in Atlanta. You guys have enabled us to keep the lights on so that we can have these types of fundraisers and get more cash capital out of the members that we have right now, so that we don't have to wait 15 years until we get 10 million people. But I want to show all of the viewers out there the diversity and where all of our members are coming from. And I want you to see that all of these individuals, $400, you can't buy land for $400, nowhere. But collectively, we own land collectively. And all of the Black Achievement Fund members, including these 159 members, are going to have special benefits on this collective land that we develop. Okay? Now, the Black Achievement Fund has created 12 program departments. Hold on one second. Has created 12 program departments that cover virtually every aspect of Black life: small business and investments, real estate development, education, farming and agriculture, banking and financial services, health and wellness, grants and scholarships, manufacturing and transportation, culture and community, international affairs, special initiatives, and membership and volunteer services. I'm going to focus today on our real estate development department. Okay. Now, I'm going to share with you, I want you guys to pay attention. I am a real estate investor. I've been investing successfully in real estate for over 20 years. I'm going to share with you, using our real life example of the land that we just bought 2 months ago, and how we stand to generate a substantial amount of profit from this land that will even eclipse what we bring in from the $9, $18, $27 a month from our members, okay? And this is important. Why is this important? If we want to talk about Black economic independence, you have to be able to show how you're going to accomplish that. Now, we already showed with our very simple economic model that we can generate 90 million a month at 10 million members. But what about right now, when we don't have 10 million members? How does the Black Achievement Fund utilize its model where we are right now to generate capital, not just for the Black Achievement Fund, but also for Black Achievement Fund members through real estate? Okay. Now, let me share. The Black Achievement Fund, as I showed you, owns 6 acres of land here. Okay. What are we going to do with that 6 acres of land? We're going to build on that land the community, the Little Kemet Community's clubhouse. This clubhouse is going to have everything that a community clubhouse should have. We're going to have entertainment space, lounge, bar, game room areas, commercial indoor, outdoor kitchens, dining areas, indoor pool, jacuzzi, sauna, spa, and multi-purpose space for conferences, weddings, parties, etc. On the Black Achievement Fund 6 acres, we're also going to have an acre grand lawn with a stage for events like concerts, festivals, campouts, sporting events, weddings, family reunions. All of these events that we normally do on the course of a year, we'll now be able to do it on Black-owned land that is collectively owned, okay? In addition to that, there are going to be nature trails all throughout that community, all throughout those 24 acres. And we're right now, we signed the contract for the purchase of another 94 acres. Now, this is going to be privately owned, but we will be donating more land to the Black Achievement Fund to generate more revenue for the fund as well. So in addition to the grand lawn, the clubhouse, we're also going to have a 1 acre farm, produce farm, and greenhouse to grow medicinal herbs as well as commercial flowers. Okay. So now when you come to our Little Kemet community, all the food that you eat is going to come right from the land. In addition to growing the produce, we also will be raising chickens. We'll have a couple cow, ducks, so on and so forth, which will also coalesce into an animal farm. Okay. So when you come to the Little Kemet retreat, not only will you have ample entertainment space, indoor pool, all of those things, we got the grand lawn, we also have the produce, and now you have fresh eggs from our chickens, fresh milk from our cows, real organic chickens that we will be raising right there in Little Kemet. Okay. We also will be having a beekeeping enterprise. We've already contracted, well, reached out. We haven't signed the contract, but we've already reached out and identified a Black Achievement Fund member who is a beekeeper. And she is going to develop our beekeeping operation, as well as even planting the flower bed, the food for the bees. We're going to have an indoor temple for spiritual reflection, worship, and those types of things, because we want this retreat to be a calming retreat. We want it to be a peaceful retreat. We want our members to be able to go somewhere and fellowship amongst other Black people in nature. We want to showcase the type of curated community that we would build if everything was left up to us. All right, all the way down to our own water source. Okay, we're not connecting to any county water or anything else like that. We're going to be digging deep water wells to reach aquifers. So we'll also have a bottled water operation on site as well. So all of the water that you're going to be drinking is going to be certified mineral water. All right. So this is what the Black Achievement Fund is about. Using our capital, creating our own communities, using our capital to provide all of the things that our community needs. All right. Doing it ourselves, not waiting for someone else to do it. If we, right now, we're in a fight for reparations. And this fight has ebbed and flowed for literally since the 70s with Cobra. Okay. We don't have it yet. Here, we, the Black Achievement Fund, have already clawed our way to ownership of 6 acres, no mortgage. And we did it collectively. And if we did that with 159 people over 24 months, with the average contribution is $400, what do you think we can accomplish once we begin to grow? I'm going to show you guys a quick video of our land to give you a little perspective. What's up, everybody? This is Arkey, BAF president, and I am out here on Black Achievement Fund land in Freedom, Georgia, Wilkinson County, and we are on our lot. I just want you guys to hear and see the piece. There has never been anything developed on this land whatsoever. This is pure virgin land. We did it, everybody. 150 plus people over 24 months contributed $60,000 to buy this land, no mortgage, no mortgage. This is the site for our BAF members retreat. And boy, what a retreat we are going to build. Thank you, everybody. All right, so there you have another image of the land. Now, I told you we're right at the halfway mark. So I want to talk about the numbers. I want to talk about how we as Black people can utilize real estate, utilize collective economics or Ujama to not just begin the process of rebuilding all of those all Black communities that we talk about. How do we rebuild a Black Wall Street? You need land. How do we rebuild a Rosewood? How do we rebuild a Wilmington, North Carolina? How do we rebuild a Harlem? How do we rebuild these communities? It starts with land, and you need land ownership. Okay, so that's the very first thing. Now, at 3,000 members and supporters, 750 to 850 contributions every month. How do we move beyond that? Real estate. So let me share with you how the Black Achievement Fund is going to make money off of its land collectively. And then for all of our members, hop back on at 4 p.m. and then I'll show you guys how you as Black Achievement Fund members can invest in this land as well. Okay. So this community, we're doing something unique. I don't know if you guys are familiar with A-frame houses or pyramid style houses as I'm now calling them, but here is an example. We're not going to create a residential community or retreat community that looks like every other community that you see in the United States of America. We're not doing that at all. The Black Achievement Fund's Little Kemet retreat community will feature all pyramid style houses. And I'm going to share with you how these houses look, but that's just one example, okay? Now, all of these houses and cabins, they're going to vary in sizes. You'll have some that are as large as 2,000 square feet, some as small as 400 square feet, and are just simple bedroom suites. But this is the style house that we're going to feature all throughout our Little Kemet community. Currently, there are no communities in the United States of America that feature all A-frame houses. All right. We're featuring these A-frame houses for a variety of reasons. So I'm going to share with you some examples, and then I'm going to go into some of the reasons for it. Sorry, my internet's a little behind. So this is a classic A-frame house.
Welcome to my new favorite A-frame cabin of all.
And I'm just going to, just show you these quickly. I'm not going to stay on any of the videos. I just want you to have a good idea. So that's the A-frame house. I'll only show you two more since I'm having some lag time on my internet down here.
This is a 2,700 square foot custom A-frame cabin with one of the most beautiful interiors.
I want you to notice.
I'm very happy to be here. I'm going to take a tour of this place today.
I want you to notice the setting, that the house sits directly in the middle of nature. There is no added concrete asphalt development, leaving as small of a footprint in nature as possible. Okay. All of the A-frame houses in our retreat community are going to be nestled directly within nature. Okay. We're not going to have any standard asphalt streets and driveways. We're going to have regular uh, uh, roads that will be gravel. You won't be stuck in the mud or anything like that. But a very, very minimalist community and a very minimal footprint on our planet. Okay. I'll share with you one more. And this one features multi-cabins, and these are smaller ones. All of these, well, most of
Welcome.
these
I'm
A-frame
Doug from the
houses
desert of Maine.
are
We have a
kits.
small campground next to.
Kits that you buy all of the material that you see, and then you hire your own contractor or developer, or you yourself build these yourselves. These units go from as little as $80,000. Right now, I'm getting one built on lot 4 for around a total cost of $125,000. Okay. These units are all going to be vacation rentals, or, and we'll speak later on in our monthly members meeting, you may have some members who decide to build their very own private A-frame or pyramid style house in our community that is theirs privately, and they may use it for investment and that sort of thing. All right. So you now have an idea of the types of houses and cabins that the Black Achievement Fund is going to be building. Now, let me share with you the numbers. I am a businessman first and foremost. As I mentioned, I invest in real estate, been doing so for a very long time. And I want to share with you my investment snapshot on one of those A-frame pyramid style houses. Okay. The house in question that I'm getting built is 968 square feet. It is a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, 2-floor loft. In addition to that, also will have a 300 square foot outdoor deck, fire pit, hot tub, the whole nine. You're talking a total cost, including material and labor, of around $130. Okay. I added capital in $5,000 for project manager, annual taxes of $540. The electric service turn on is $600. I'm sorry, the electric service turn on is $1,000. The well is $8,500, septic tank $5,800, land clearing $500, a topographical survey $500, soil test $200 for the septic tank, and then $100 for the well, and then you have your site plan for all in $153,000. Now, those are primarily your fixed costs. Your recurring expenses are your monthly utilities, $140 a month, property taxes, $45 a month, property insurance, $50, internet, phone, landline, $115, monthly maintenance supplies, $100, cleaning, and that's paid through cleaning fees, so I don't have anything there. So you're looking at $450 a month recurring expenses. Now, let's look at the revenue. Okay. Rental income on this unit. I'm going to be very conservative. All of the figures that I have here is with only 80% occupancy. Okay, out of 30 days, we are doing figures for 24 days, which represents 80% of 30. Okay, So even if we rented these out at $99 a night, which is ludicrous, you generate $2,400 a month at 80% occupancy. If we charge $150 a night per room, that brings it to $3,600 a month. $175 per night is $4,200 a month. 200 a night, 4,800 a month. And remember, this is at 80% occupancy. $250 a night, $6,000 a month. Now, let's look at these 5 scenarios. Scenario 1, at $99 a night at 80% occupancy. That's $2,376 minus the $450 total expense, and you're at $1,926. As you go up, you see how much more you're making. At $150 a night, we're at $3,600 a month, net profit $3,150. At $175 a night, we're at $4,200 a month, $3,750 profit. 200 a night, 4,800, 4,350 profit. And lastly, at $250 a night, at 80% occupancy, we're at $6,000 a month. Minus expenses, $5,550 a month. Okay. Now, let's go with the scenario 4, $200 a night, because I plan to rent out my unit for $199 a night, Monday through Thursday, to non-Black Achievement Fund members, $249 a night, Friday through Sunday, to non-Black Achievement Fund members. But for Black Achievement Fund members, it'll be $99 a night, Monday through Thursday, $149 a night, Friday through Sunday. All right. So here, spending $153,000. If we look at scenario 3, 45,000, you're looking at a little over 3 years to recoup your entire investment. 3 years and a couple months, and you recoup your $153,000 in 3 years. Now, after those 36 months that it will take you to recoup your principal, 100% of what you bring in every single month.
Get them all clean, all rinsed out. This is my seasoning.
Okay.
This is my seasoning. Get them all rinsed and cleaned up. This is my
is profit. All right. Now, I want you to look at something else. That after 36 months, you have a fully paid for property. There should be no mortgage on it if you just took the capital and paid the mortgage off with the first 3 years of revenue. So now you have a house that you paid $134 or all in at $153. Is that house going to be worth $153 in 3 years? That $153 now may be $200. So you're building equity while someone else is paying your mortgage if you went the mortgage route, or is paying your investment back that you may put cash in. But one of the things that is attractive about these style houses and what we're doing is that it is a very small amount of capital to enter the game. Okay? You can't buy property for as cheaply as we've been able to buy property in the country. Property in the country in rural environments is cheap because there's nothing there. It's cheap because no one wants to, the average person is not starting a whole subdivision. So until you get developers to go out in the middle of nowhere and begin to build subdivisions, these areas stay rural. The entire time that they're rural, the acreage is cheap, the taxes are cheap, and there are few restrictions on what you can build in rural environments because you have less people to consider in terms of whatever your plans are. So there are a lot of advantages to us investing where we are. Another advantage is that we didn't want to be in the middle of a city. We wanted to create a retreat off the beaten path. We wanted some land that was not contaminated by modern development. We wanted some land that we didn't have to worry about all types of fertilizers and chemicals being, embedded in the soil from, corporate industrialism or farming or anything like that. So here we have virgin land. We have land that was inexpensive to acquire. We have adopted a housing style that is inexpensive to build, but stand up just like any other home, okay? A-frame homes are not considered tiny homes. They're not considered shipping container homes. They're not considered specialty retail. They are considered regular real estate, just like any old house. So when it comes time to get a loan on your property or sell your property, you're not going to have a hard time in doing either of those because all banks and financial institutions recognize these style houses as normal real estate without any caveat. Okay? So, once again, how does a Black Achievement Fund make money? So now the Black Achievement Fund owns this land. So we know that once we put these houses on the land and start generating capital, we have enough space on lot 3, this 6 acres, to build at least 5 of these A-frame pyramid style houses for the Black Achievement Fund. And remember, it only costs us $153 all in order to build our first house, okay? And what we're showing is that conservatively, we can essentially recoup our investment within 3 to 4 years. And this is with conservative numbers, okay? So imagine the Black Achievement Fund operating 5, all right? So you got So if we had 5 of these houses at $200 a night on average, you're looking at $23,550 a month. And this is at 80% occupancy. Right now, we bring in around $10,000 a month. By building these A-frame pyramid style houses, we can easily eclipse what we're currently bringing in through monthly membership contributions by developing real estate. Now, when it comes to private investment, Black Achievement Fund members, so right now, we just signed a contract for another 94 acres that is almost attached to our strip of land, okay? On this 94 acres, we are going to be selling Black Achievement Fund members plots of land to build their very own A-frame pyramid style house in our Little Kemet community. That 94 acres will be an extension of the 25 total acres that the Black Achievement Fund and its members currently hold in the Toomsboro area, okay? So with the acquisition of this 94 acres, we will now have a footprint. We will have a community that will be almost 120 acres, okay? Almost 120 acres. And we've been at this for only 3 years, okay? Currently, as we speak, I have a model being built on lot 4. And I know another member has also signed a contract to get an A-frame pyramid style house built on their property as well. We will be having our ribbon cutting ceremony for our land this Juneteenth on June 15th, all right, which is going to be a Saturday. So go ahead and mark your calendars now because you're going to want to come to this very, very special Juneteenth. It's one thing to hear about owning land. It's another thing to experience it. It's another thing to be on land that we own collectively, that we did as a community, as a group. I mean, I can't wait. Okay, we're gonna have a camp out. All right, so all of us are gonna be out there. Bring your camps. If you don't, I mean, if you don't have a, I'm sorry, your tents. If you don't have a tent, you'll be able to get a tent there. So all of us will be spending the night outdoors, but we'll have a big tent over top of us for inclement weather or anything like that. We're gonna have a great, great, great time, and we'll also be able to share with you the 94 acres. Knock on wood, that doesn't anything happen with the purchase of this land, which you know, I'm claiming right now. We need you guys to claim it for us as well. And again, once we purchase this 94 acres adjacent to the land that we already have, we're going to be donating more land to the Black Achievement Fund, not selling land to the Black Achievement Fund, but donating land to the Black Achievement Fund. And we as members will decide collectively what we should do with the land on the 94 acres that we're going to be donating. We may decide to build a canning manufacturing plant on the land so that, you know, we can can fruits and vegetables that we're growing instead of shipping it off somewhere else to have it done. We may decide to put a, you know, I don't know, a library there. Whatever we want to do, we'll have more land to do it. But I want to emphasize over and over and over and over again how little it took for us to achieve where we are right now. I don't know many Black nonprofit organizations that own their own land. I know churches that own their own land. I know some churches that have real estate development components to them and generate a lot of money off of their real estate investments as well. So we are definitely going the economic independent route. We're showing you step by step how we're going to grow our capital. And we're sharing with our members how we make money, okay? So that you can make money alongside us. We've said from the very beginning that this does not have to be an either or proposition, okay? Either you be for the community and broke, or for yourself and against the community. It doesn't have to be that, okay? We can make money collectively and still uphold our value system. Look at ancient Egypt, ancient Kemet, the richest civilization that there ever was. But look how spiritually grounded that civilization was. Just because they did not have money, I mean, they had money, did not mean that they didn't have morals. Just because they had money did not mean they didn't have morals. What did they use their money for? They didn't build shopping malls for materialism and things like that. They built temples to honor the gods and goddesses. Of course, they had gold and jewelry and clothes and all of those things, just like any modern civilization. But their spirituality overrode every single thing. If you get the opportunity to go to ancient Kemet, one of the things that you're going to see is that the tombs and stuff that you're going into, they're not all pharaohs' tombs and queens. These are commoners. These are priests, regular people. The whole entire community was acting in accordance to the 42 laws of Ma'at, principles that were set forth by a female goddess on how to behave on earth, on how to relate to other human beings, on how to relate to the animal kingdom, on how to relate to the environment, so that when they died, they could be reborn again. And they believed it so much that they spent all their wealth preparing tombs for their afterlife. That's belief. That's a belief in a spirituality that I haven't seen. I know people from varying different religions, and they believe they're going to be reborn again, but they sure not going to spend all their money to put it in the ground thinking that they're going to come back. They don't believe that bad that they're coming back here. African people truly believe that if I lived a life that was in concert with the wishes of the gods and goddesses, I'll be reborn. That's a whole different spiritual outlook. You're going to relate to your human beings in a different manner than someone who's not abiding by those religious principles. So what we're doing here in our little Kemet community, we're going to be establishing a retreat community that is serene, but also has all the modern amenities that we come to expect, but also having cabins and houses that are non-traditional and have a minimalist footprint on nature, okay? So just want you guys to, out there, who've been on the fence about joining the Black Achievement Fund, to know that this is an organization beyond rhetoric, okay? I'm not, if anybody knows me for a long time, know that I'm about business. I'm about results. And if I don't see any results, I don't stick around. The Black Achievement Fund is an organization that is about results, and we're delivering results as we move forward. We're not waiting for 10 million people. We're not waiting for you. And as we continue to grow and invest in the manner that we're investing, we're going to reach outstanding financial positions, create an outstanding real estate investment portfolio to the point where you're going to be asking us for an invitation to come to join the Black Achievement Fund. So take advantage of joining while we're extending our membership in this capacity, all right? But we want you guys to know that we are all we need. We are all we need. I invest with my friends and family all the time, and we all collectively make money, and we become quite wealthy as a family because of it. And now I'm doing it with the Black Achievement Fund, okay? I was apprehensive about it because I've never done any type of crowdfunding or investing or anything like that. But we finally gotten to a model where I feel comfortable with, and with Black Achievement Fund members investing in our communities. And I look forward to us establishing a world-class retreat community that everyone is going to want to come and see. A place where we can establish our own rules. We set down our own law. We dictate how we want our community to run in the same way that we witnessed the founders of Mount Bayou, Mississippi did when we did our Kwanzaa. No different, no different. I'm going to end it there. We only have a couple minutes for questions, but for our members who have questions about the retreat community, investing, and all of those things, come back on at 4 p.m. and we'll have a full investor meeting during our monthly member meeting. All right. But if there are any other questions or comments or anything like that, go ahead. The floor is now open. I can barely hear you, brother.
Sorry, Brother Forrest. Can you hear me better?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Is this the segment that we had this time together? Is this recorded?
No, well, this is recorded. This will actually be on our YouTube page.
Okay.
Yep.
That way I can show other potential people that would like to join just what we're doing. Is very positive.
Oh, Yep. And using the YouTube is the best way to get members. You know, it's very hard to try to articulate the Black Achievement Fund because we're so comprehensive. And, you know, I've had this idea for over 25 years now. So I've said the pitch a million times. So it comes nothing to me. We have a question from YouTube. Sister D, you want to read that question? Sister D, you want to read the question from I can't see it. Oh, she's saying can't. Okay, let me see here. Oh, someone said 5 houses on 6 acres. These houses, you can fit 2 houses on a quarter acre. So this is a very small footprint for these houses. And the houses will be separated by natural trees and shrubbery and those types of things. Okay. All right. And in our executive summary, we actually shared a video and in our email, if you go back to our email link that was sent for this particular info session, we have a video that showcases multiple A-frame pyramid style cabins right beside each other. And I actually showed it during this video. Any other questions? Okay, thank you guys for your time and attention. If you haven't joined the Black Achievement Fund, what are you waiting on? BAF.solutions/join. Very simple, $9 a month. We're nonprofit 501c3 organization. All of your contributions are 100% tax deductible. All right, see you guys at 4. Peace.